I'ma do the shit my ways, I ain't got nothing to prove. I chase that second always, I ain't got nothing to lose. Gonna work while you niggas all play, I've been locked in all day. Know they hate, just keep letting watching, I can't let that stop me. Ay, young nigga done bossed up.
What's going on, world? It's CN, aka Mr. Do Better. You know what I'm saying? Checking in once again with the Vibrations Podcast. And before we get started, before I get into today's topic, I want to give a shout out to, the Goated. See, I got my Goated tee on. Give a shout out to Darling Nikki on Instagram. Go follow her _Darling Nikki _ That's at _Darling Nikki _ go get at her for the custom tees, the custom everything, you know what I'm saying? She print, she do everything, go holla at her. That's black owned business. Shout out for today, go get at them. You see, I got my Goated. CN is Goated, so I got to get my Goated tee, you know what I'm saying? So, but without any further ado, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're raising your vibration. I hope you're working on yourself, doing your shadow work, you know what I'm saying? Putting that time into yourself to get right within yourself. But without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about fear. Or what fear is, I guess. So let me get right into it. Fear is evidently is not real, okay? That's what I want y'all to understand first. So we create fear out of our minds, I did a post, if you seen it on my Instagram, I said in the caption of it that we literally create our reality. So you got to understand how powerful you really are. Like, people don't understand that we are walking manifestations of the universe. We have power, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you melanated, you know what I'm saying? If you're what they call black or brown or whatever they want to try to call us in this world we live in today. You are powerful. You're a powerful being, and you're just having a human experience. So understand that first. So, because I'm going to always go back to that. I'm going to always say that because that's how you explain pretty much everything. You can't wrap your head around this world we living in, bro. You're going to run yourself ragged. You have to just understand the basics of it and just experience it. Life, it's a quote. I can't remember who it's by some philosopher. It said the purpose of life is life itself. You know what I'm saying? It is no figuring this out. It is no, it's just you're supposed to experience it, and at the highest degree. You know what I'm saying? So if you raise your vibration, if you practice the good things, you know what I'm saying? You put good out, you're gonna get good back in, and you're gonna have the ideal experience, and you're gonna learn, and you're gonna fulfill your purpose just being in the experience. So let me get into fear though. So fear is basically, it's an acronym for it's false evidence appearing real. So basically what you project out, what you think, it manifests out into your reality. So to give you an example, I thought of this podcast, and so let me break down that process. So thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. So I thought of this podcast, it evoked a feeling. That feeling was a good feeling, and so that feeling also caused me to take action and to do the podcast itself. And so now, by doing the podcast, here is the result. You may be watching this or listening to it. That is the process that everything goes through. Whether you want to get up and brush your teeth, that's the process that your man and your body goes through. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with fear. It starts within your head. You think that, oh, this is something that I should be scared of. And what fear even comes from in the first place is survival. You know what I'm saying? Fear is not even real. we create fear so that we can survive. Your brain just, it manifested. So let me explain that. So human beings are basically, we don't get no guide to this. You know what I'm saying? It's no. We taught everything we know. If you was born, let's just say your mama got pregnant and she got stranded somewhere, and she had the baby on this island, and just so happened after you turned about, let's say 3 years old, your mom just happened to pass away on this stranded island, and you have to literally raise yourself. So all this stuff that's in our culture, the Christianity, the what we know today, the election, the government, all of this, you would not be aware of this. This is just what humans have created in order to govern themselves and in order to make some sense of why we put here. You know what I'm saying? So if you was on this stranded island, you have to govern yourself, and it is nothing like, you wouldn't even have an idea of what God is or what fear is or anything. So your brain creates things so that you can understand. You know what I'm saying? So you on a stranded island, and a deserted island, and you sitting here trying to survive, right? So you go, and let's just say it's an animal, and you don't know what this animal is. So the first thing that come to your mind is that, okay, is this thing trying to kill me? Because we built on survival. That is the human nature, that we do what we gotta do to get to the next day. It's survival. That's why people that's in the trenches, that's people that's in low income and poverty stricken environments, they stuck on survival. That's why the world that suburban white guy live in is completely different from somebody who grew up in the trenches or in the hood or in the ghetto or whatever you want to call it. Because the people that's stuck in this environment in the trenches, we just gonna call it, because I like calling it the trenches. So if we gonna call it the trenches, they stuck on survival. Most people in those environments gotta worry about, where's my next meal gonna come from? How do I survive? Is somebody around the corner gonna kill me when I walk around this corner? You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody in a white suburb, they don't have to worry about those things. They're basic. I believe it's called Maslow's hierarchy of survival. I might be wrong, but it's a hierarchy of survival. So it's your basic survival, and then your wants, then your needs, and then your wants. It builds up. You know what I'm saying? So people in low income environments are stuck in the survival mode. That's why the morals are different between these two groups. The white suburb, they don't have to worry about how they're going to survive. They're in an environment where their basic needs are taken care of, versus the poor, low income, which was set up, but I'm not even going to get into that. Versus that environment, they have to worry about survival. So all us as human beings, nothing matters when it comes to survival. That's why these people will go in, they'll rob you, kill you, just to get what they need to survive, because it's survival. Any human being will do that. You know what I'm saying? So fear is what's created out of that. So you have to, in order to not live in fear anymore, you have to get past that basic level of survival. But even doing so in that basic level of survival, you can understand that fear doesn't exist. Okay, so let me break it down to you an example of why fear doesn't exist. It's all about perspective. Okay, the perfect example would be a scary movie, a horror film, right? So me and, let's say, a girl go to a horror film. We go sit down in the movie and watch the movie, right? It's a bunch of jump scares. It's a bunch of things that's supposed to scare you. In the movie, it's supposed to be scary, right? Now, me, scary movies just never really been scary to me. Like, I don't know why. It just haven't really never been. I just see things differently, I guess. But to this girl, like, every single scene is, fun. You know what I'm saying? When we both know that this is a film, like nothing in this film is going to come at us and actually harm us. We both knowing that, but how can I sit here and I'm calm and I'm just watching the movie? I even probably laugh, you know what I'm saying? Versus this girl sitting here and she about to doodle on herself because the movie's so scary to her. It's all about perspective, you know what I'm saying? So, my reality, my thinking, it all starts in your mind as well. My thinking is that this is, I'm just perceiving this. It's not scary to me. It's not, because in all actuality, I know that this doesn't exist. Versus the girl, she's seeing it and it's like, oh my God, it's like, it's about to come get me. Whoa, why is this? You know what I'm saying? It's her perception of it though. So in her mind, the reality is that, oh, this is something that's going to harm me. Ooh. So her reaction is, oh, I'm scared. Back to what I was saying about thoughts lead to feelings lead to actions, and action lead to results. So her thought was, oh, this is something that is harmful. This is a monster, demon, whatever. It's here to kill me. It's here to harm me. The feeling, she's scared is it's fear. That's that fear feeling. So, and then thoughts lead to feelings, and then those feelings lead to an action. The action is, oh my God, it's a scream, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever happens when you become scared. And then the result is, oh, now I don't like scary movies, or I know that scary movies scare me, or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But that applies to everything, and so when you realize this, you able to manipulate it, you know what I'm saying? So that is basically how you can overcome fear, by first knowing that it doesn't exist. So whatever your fear is, you just know that you creating that in your mind. It's a mental thing, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't have nothing in particular that I used to be afraid of, but I always feared, not being successful, I guess. Being in a poverty-stricken situation, being somewhere that, in a low state, basically, a low vibration. That's what I used to, quote-unquote, fear. So, but when I realized that everything starts within your mind and you create your reality, literally, you create your own reality, it struck the need and it struck the want. I was just being at that point, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I know I'm not going to end up in that situation to begin with, but it's like that situation, I'm creating it anyway. You see how deep it can get, you know what I'm saying? And so another way to overcome fear, it's another acronym I got. So it's forget everything and rise. So forget everything you think you know. Forget, what you think you scared of, because it doesn't exist. So now that you forgot all of this, you can rise. You can become who you truly are. You can overcome anything. Now you're fearless, face everything head on, because at the end of the day, you got to know what you're facing and you got to know who you are, bro. You're a powerful being, you're a king, you're a queen, you're a god, you're a goddess, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you might think that's blasphemous. You might think that, oh, I'm not this, but you are, bro. You are. When you truly do the work and you find who you truly are, you tap into that source being, you find out who you truly are, and you find out that you are that. You're that. You the universe. You everything. Everything, bitch. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So forget everything and rise. Life is just perspective. That's pretty much it. Forget everything and rise. Remember that fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is not real. Okay, it's basically your imagination. It's a figment of your imagination. Just know that you're the beingness. You having a human experience. Okay, you're that. You're everything. Like, you're unexplainable, bro. Like, you have to realize what this world is. This world, this matrix, really what it is that we living in right now. It's really crumbling as we speak, but it thrives off of fear. The people, the beings, the entities, I won't even call them people, that rule over this matrix, they thrive off of fear. They live off fear. So know that fear is at the lowest vibration, and that the highest vibration is whatever is anti-fear. It's happiness, it's joy, it's peace, it's inner peace, it's mental peace, it's peace of mind. So strive to get peace and peace of mind. But that's it. You can overcome fear because you gotta know who you truly are. You're nothing about you exudes fear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to wrap this up. Please continue to, if you've taken heed to what I'm saying, I thank you so much, because it's a lot of ignorant people. It's a lot of people who think I'm out of my mind and I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you know that, you know the truth, your true self, your inner self, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, not your human exterior, not your flesh, the true oneness, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it know I'm speaking in fact, it know I'm telling the truth. I make all these podcasts with love, with, out of just the love in me, that's the 5D, that's the vibration of love, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm operating under. So peace, love, prosperity to all the people listening to the Vibrations Podcast right now. Make sure you share, you like, you send this podcast to about 10, 15 people. Let them raise that vibration. Put them on to what a vibration even is. And yeah, all love. And all I got to say is go.